The program to attain the certificate in construction management, you must pass at least 6 courses. You may take any 6 courses you want. There are no prerequisites to attain the certificate. It's that way because most all of you come into this program with some level of experience already in construction. Each of you know best what areas of education you need to build your body of knowledge to help you in the job you do or the job you want to do coming up. So we let you choose what courses you want to take and complete to get the certificate. All of our courses are pass, no grades. Passing the class is based predominantly on your attendance. If you attend all 10 classes for all 3 hours, you will pass the class. Each instructor will tell you what number of classes you must attend completely to get the certificate. I leave it up to them to decide what requirements they expect of you to pass their class. We don't get paid enough to direct them too much about that. They're rigorous, but they're fair, and they'll work with you. Some of the instructors will have an option for how you can make up for a class you miss that might mean you cross the line to not meeting the minimum number of classes to attain the pass credit. There's little to no homework in these courses. We all understand that we all work full-time. You get up early to get to work, and you got to get to class by 7. And then, goodness, you have to leave at 10 to get home, to get to bed, to get back to work again. You've got lives, you've got families, you've got recreation, you have faith in your life, and we're not expecting much homework out of you. The instructors will also give you the number of quizzes or tests that they choose to. I went through the program and there were little to no tests. I teach a class, it's a summary of California construction law. That's probably a tip off on what I do for a living. And I do give a true-false take-home exam on the 9th week. And the 10th week, we go through the exam. It's open grade. You grade your own exam. Only you will know what questions you passed or not. It's used as a review course, a review class to hit on some of the most important things that we discussed over the course of the semester. But like I said, each instructor will quiz or test you as they like. Again, it's attendance is your primary factor in passing these classes. This semester, we have 3 good classes coming up. On February 13th, Peter Daly is going to teach his class on risk in residential construction. He's been a building contractor for decades, primarily in construction, residential construction. He's ran his own company. He's done construction management. He's been a mediator and an arbitrator. He's a CSLB. He's been a CSLB arbitrator and an expert investigator. He's got a very deep and broad experience in residential construction. If you work in residential construction, especially, if you run a company, manage a company, this would be a valuable class for you to take. This is a class on how to stay out of trouble, keep your projects efficient, productive, and profitable, so you don't end up in jams that you have to call me for to get out of. On Wednesday, we have Jesse Oswald, who is the Santa Rosa building official, teaching a class on the overview of California codes, construction codes. This will be his 2nd time teaching it. He's looking forward to it. He's always looked forward to teaching. We finally got him in the program, and I think his 2nd time around will be even better. I tell the instructors that your first time is a lot of time, some, checking things out. But after you've done it once and it's under your belt, it gets easier. I think all of us can see the prudence in that in our own lives, and getting something done first, and the next time you do it, it's a little more fun and more efficient. If you are in a position where you have to know the codes, interpret the codes, and explain the codes and apply the codes, this will be a valuable class for you. On Thursday, the 15th, architect Matt Cardle is going to teach. I'm sorry. Wes Berry from Midstate Construction is going to teach construction project management. Wes is a vice president of Midstate. It's a big company, does tens of millions of dollars of work a year, mostly commercial, big projects. Wes has an actual construction management degree from Fresno State, done this for decades. He's a vice president of Midstate who's in charge of supervising all of their project managers. I took his class the first time he presented it years ago. I can tell you it's an excellent class. If we had a prerequisite to attain the certificate in construction management, you'd have to finish Wes Berry's project management class. He breaks down every phase of construction and gives you basically a recipe, a checklist for how to make sure you do everything you need to do and do it correctly. It's an amazing class. He brings all those instructors bring amazing depth and wealth of knowledge. So the stories they tell to illustrate and the points they teach you are good. That makes it, I think, much more educational and entertaining and relevant, to what's really happening in our construction world today, and even locally, because these are local practitioners teaching you what's going on, mostly here in Sonoma County, but many of us work in Marin or Napa or Mendocino and the like. That's an overview of the classes we have this semester. Some of you may be fortunate enough to have employers who are sponsoring your participation in the program by paying your tuition or fees. But for those of you who are not so fortunate, we do have a scholarship program I'll talk about in a moment, but Sonoma County has its own sort of scholarship program. If you are a resident of Sonoma County and can prove your right to work, and I'm not sure all of the criteria for that, but one would be if you have a social security card and number, you are eligible to get all of these courses paid for by the county. It's true. Resident of Sonoma County that can prove your right to work, and you can get all the classes paid for. Now, it's too late to apply for that for this semester, unless some of you were aware of it and applied soon enough to have it apply this semester. Going forward, if you do take a class and you like, or more, and you like it enough to take more classes than before, later, apply for that from the county. It's through the Workforce Development Office. Megan, do you know what exact office that is, or did I say that?
No, that is great information to share with them. It's the Sonoma County Job Link Department. So I'm just going to put it here in chat. So
really, seriously, you're taking time out of your busy life to, get ahead. The county has put dollars into investing in our workforce to develop your body of skills so you can get the jobs we need to keep our economy moving here in Sonoma County. So our tax dollars are being used to invest in your professional development, our industry's professional development, our community and our county's professional development. So do take advantage of it. If you're paying out of your own pocket and you're okay with it, that's okay with us too. But just know that money's there and use it while it's available. We don't know if it, how long we will have that funding available for you.
It might be worth looking into that now. It is a 6-week process to get that approved, but we're at almost a little 5 weeks or so. So, it is worth checking into. You're just gonna reach out to the Sonoma County Job Link and give them a call and set up an appointment to go down there and meet with the career counselor. Now, if you're not just living in Sonoma County, it's also offered in Mendocino, Lake, Marin, and also Napa. And that's a different information. So I'm going to put my email here. So if you want more information on it, please feel free to email me if you want the information for those counties. We also have, sorry, Brian, but do we have the Associated General Contractors and the CSI tuition assistance as well, Brian?
We still do have that. We have some money socked away that was funded by the Associated General Contractors Association. It's a trade association of real big contractors, and they do fundraising to raise money to invest in programs like this. So, like I said, investing in our workforce development, people just like you, what our industry needs, and we need all of us to improve what we know. CSI Construction Specifications Institute, of which I've been a longtime member, also has funded this scholarship. The way you qualify is if you have to complete at least one course and get a passing grade. So whether you take 1, 2, or 3 courses this semester, you just have to pass one. Going forward, at your leisure or choice, you can apply to get one class tuition or fee gratis. So one of the 6 classes that you get could be paid for out of our scholarship funded by AGC and CSI. And that information is on our page of the Extended Ed website. If you have questions about it, you can ask me. If I can't answer it, I'll forward it to Megan. There are people in the office who can help you with that very quickly. But I look at the county's money. If you need scholarship money, get into the loop. As I understand it, once you're accepted into the program and you stay enrolled and you inform them that you're coming up on the next class or classes you want to take, you don't have to reapply. You've been accepted in their program. You just keep moving through it. So take up Megan's point and get on this right away, tomorrow or Monday, and see if you can get in line to get the money starting this semester in February. Okay. One thing I'd like to mention, after you pay for a class, you have to show up. Parking on campus, you'll have to pay for yourself. If you're only taking one class, probably makes sense to just get a parking fee, a parking ticket each week you show up on campus. If you plan to take all 3 classes, take a look at whether it makes more economic sense to buy the semester parking pass. That's a personal decision, but just remember that one of the things you'll have to pay for in addition to the tuition is the parking on campus. Are there any questions any of you have about the program, the scholarship money available, the classes this semester, or anything else? Feel free.
I had a quick question.
Hi, Juan.
So, how's it going?
Good, great, welcome.
Thank you. So I've taken 4 classes already, and my question was going to be if, one of those is a repeat class, if it mattered, or if it, but I kind of think that you already answered that question at the beginning of your talk. It seems that you could just take any course, and it'll count towards the 6 courses you have to take to get the certificate.
Yes, and I don't know if you are the one who posed this question in email recently or not, but we had the same.
I think it was.
It was, and I'm not aware that you can take the same class twice and pass it, and it counts for the full 6. You've created a one-time hypothetical or scenario for me to think about.
I just don't know that I've taken a repeat course, but it seems that um I think it's the I forget the titles for the classes that are being offered this semester, but I think one of them is construction management. I
Right.
believe that's kind of a course I've taken in the past.
Did you take it from Wes Berry? There was an instructor. His name will come to me in a moment. He's an administrator and teacher at Marin Community College or Marin College. Doggone it, what was his name? Did you take a class from that is like construction management? Or did you take Don Shaw's class on construction?
Don Shaw's, correct.
Okay, that's a completely different course.
Okay.
It's more about business organization and business running along with the construction side of it. There will be some overlap from that class to Wes Berry's project management class. But Don Shaw's class and Wes Berry's classes are two completely different classes. So if you take this class, it will certainly count one. Absolutely.
Okay. That's what that was my question. Thank you.
And I guarantee you will like this class. It's what's your job? What do you actually do?
I do I manage a small company here in Upper County.
Take Wes Berry's class. If you took one class this semester, unless you work in residential a lot or you need to know about codes, Wes's class is for you. You will not regret it. I guarantee it.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions, Juan, or anyone else?
Clint had a question about the certificate is only 3 classes and how do we or you apply for the county scholarship? So the certificate is 6 classes, correct?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah. 6 classes.
And it would be these current spring classes, and then you would do the 3 that we offer in the fall. If Clint hasn't started the program yet, right?
That's correct. However, you do not have to race through this program taking 3 courses a semester. Our system will keep track of the courses you complete, and you can spread this out over as long as you want. We've had students that took classes years ago. They ask about it. Yeah, you're still in the trend. You're still in the system. They take the last 2 or 3 they need, and bingo, they have a certificate. So it's not a race. Many of our students do take 2 or 3 classes because they want the certificate. They're willing to make the time. They have the funding. They enjoy the education, and they want to just crank through it and get the certificate. But just know that you can do this on your own time and pace.
And I will, to the group that's here, to the people that also had registered, I will send out it's called WIOA through JobLink, it's a Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act, and it's actually federal money that comes down through the state that then the state disperses across the board. So I will send out an email with everybody afterwards to give you even more details. I'm just responding to Clint right now, but I did put that information in the chat about how to contact JobLink. You just give them a call, set up an appointment with the career counselor. You go down there, they take in your information. You tell them that you want to do the construction management certificate at Sonoma State. They'll start the process for you. And it covers basically the whole program.
Meaning that once you are accepted and you enroll each semester, the funding will keep flowing. It's a no-brainer, folks. I mean, I don't know how many of you make, it's what, $450 a class?
Yeah.
Y'all, we all pay taxes. This is a good way to enjoy the benefit of working hard and paying your taxes. It's your turn. You take advantage of it. Any other questions or comments? Well, with that, let me finish by saying, if you think of something after tonight, get a hold of me. I'm easy to find. I think my email is on our webpage of the website, the Extended Ed website, our construction management page. Let me know if I can't answer your question. I'll funnel it to Megan or someone at the office. And going forward, if the instructors can't answer questions for you during the course of the semester, check in with me. One of my jobs is to be there for you as well. I'm kind of an intermediary between your classroom and your instructor and the Office of Extended Ed. So I'm here for you for that reason. Usually I can answer your question, but if I can't, I'll make sure I find someone who can. Anything else? All right, well, I want to thank all of you for taking time out of your busy lives to check out this program. I hope you are convinced now that this will be good for you. I will be at the first night of each